Olathe, Kansas, the story goes, was named after the Shawnee word for beautiful, and it's easy to see why. 20 miles southwest of Kansas City, Olathe is the fourth largest city in the metro area and home to some 125,000 natural-born leaders. During the Civil War, the people of Olathe were early and outspoken opponents of slavery. And today, they're out front on another important issue: the responsible stewardship of tax dollars and the efficient use of both energy and water in public buildings.
And what we were trying to do was, given the scarcity of resources, was to put together a package of improvements that would be more energy efficient for those facilities, but at the same time not have it incur a lot of debt that would force out the growth-related projects that we anticipated that we had to build in the near term.
The city had identified performance contracting as a way to fund targeted improvements and had invested time and effort into visualizing the project.
As part of the brainstorming piece, we actually sat down and came up with 24 different possible energy conservation measures. And we didn't limit ourselves in building that list.
Ultimately, the city chose Johnson Controls to help determine which of those measures made sense, which ones didn't, and importantly, what else the city should consider.
Johnson Controls has a very diverse wealth of expertise on various subject matters, as well as project experience with all kinds of various projects. And we typically match that with the customer needs as they understand them today, and very often come up with additional solutions that maybe they haven't even thought of.
Johnson Controls helped the city focus its efforts on 9 projects.
It is extremely important that you go out there and bring in that national level company who can show you what has been successful in other places and help you, guide you through that selection process.
The centerpiece of the project wasn't even on the city's original list, but would ultimately deliver the biggest financial benefits: the replacement of every water meter in the city, more than 35,000 of them.
Some of the meters were older and they had begun to lose their accuracy. And when a meter loses its accuracy, it costs the city in billable usage, which translates into lost revenue for the city.
The new water meter system is vastly more accurate, collects data via computer, eliminating the need for city workers to drive around and read meters, and helps the city deliver better customer services to citizens.
Heretofore, all we could do was look at somebody's meter and say, in the past 30 days, your water usage has climbed. We couldn't tell them when, we couldn't tell them why.
The new system records water usage hourly, enabling the city to help residents identify and fix leaks and other water wasters. Installation of the new meters was scheduled to be completed in spring 2011, but at Johnson Controls' suggestion, additional crews were added to complete the installation months earlier, because the city bases its sewer rates on residents' water usage during winter. Increased revenues and savings are expected to pay back the initial costs in 11 years and can then be used to make further improvements.
But basically, this is now going to put us into a cycle where we are going to virtually be self-sustaining now in our ability to provide this better customer service where otherwise we never would have caught up.
Revenue generated by the water meter upgrades is also funding other innovative energy efficiency improvements. Solar panels provide hot water for the city car wash. A system burns waste oil from city vehicles to heat the welding shop. Controls turn vending machines off when no one is around and on when they're needed. Projects the city was eager to undertake,
because they demonstrate our commitment to overall energy efficiency, being a green provider of utilities, and that's good for us, and it's ultimately good for the citizens.
Clearly, a sense of collaboration between the city and Johnson Controls was one of the factors contributing to the overall success of the project. And nowhere is that teamwork more visible than in the office of Johnson Controls project manager Greg French, located right in the city's building.
we wanted to accomplish was to remove some of those barriers, email, voicemail, and have somebody there that we could look at in the hallway, talk to, say, hey, what about this? And get that comfort level of they're trying their best too.
So giving access and communication between Johnson Controls and the customer in a direct face-to-face interaction daily helped eliminate any of the upset finger pointing or headaches that typically occur. It truly was the epitome of a partnership.
Another key to success was educating citizens about the project, since it would impact literally everyone in the city.
And we knew that there would be a lot of angst, concern by everyone of what does this mean to me in terms of my house? What does it mean to me in terms of my business? So it was important to us to get out there and get ahead of that.
Flyers, door hangers, and other communications answered those questions and helped residents understand how the new meters would benefit them.
And then adequately communicating that to the residents in the city is a huge part of explaining why this was undertaken. In this case, the improved customer service, the efficiencies of the project, energy savings, increasing the project scope without burdening the taxpayers additionally is all part of the messaging.
Communication also assured citizens that the water meter upgrades wouldn't cost city workers their jobs.
What the water meters did for us was enabled us to take existing personnel with minimal training and put them into other jobs where we had a need for these people.
The city also hired local workers to remove the old water meters and install the new ones.
From just about every angle you look at this has been a success for us. And I would most certainly recommend performance contracting as an option that any municipal government should look at very closely to see if it'll work for them, because it has worked for us.